Once upon a time, in an enchanted world of fairies, there lived a handsome fairy prince named Aaron and a gorgeous fairy princess named Sindra. Their love for each other was pure and true, and it filled the enchanted world with magical energy that radiated for miles around. They would often fly through the sparkling meadows hand in hand, dance under the moonlight, and sing songs of love to one another. Every moment spent together was filled with passion, and they knew that they were destined to be together forever. However, fate had other plans for them, as an evil fairy girl named Maya was about to enter their lives and change everything. Maya had always been envious of their pure love. She couldn't stand the way they looked at each other with such admiration, their happiness a constant reminder of what she couldn't have. So, she decided to take her place anyhow. At first, Maya tried to please Aaron by showering him with attention and gifts. She knew he was a kind-hearted fairy, and she hoped that he would see her in a different light. However, Aaron's heart was already taken, and Maya's attempts were in vain. Desperate to win Aaron's heart, Maya turned to dark magic. One night, while Aaron was sound asleep, Maya cast a spell that would make him fall in love with the first thing he saw when he woke up. Maya waited eagerly by his bedside, hoping that she would be the first thing he saw when he opened his eyes. As Aaron slowly woke up, he turned to face Maya. But to her dismay, he quickly turned away and looked at the magical bowl of water next to his bed. The water reflected the image of his true love, Sindra. Aaron's heart swelled with love and devotion for Sindra, and he knew that no one else could ever compare. Maya's spell had failed, and she was filled with rage and jealousy. She knew that her attempts to come between Aaron and Sindra had only strengthened their love for each other. Maya couldn't stand the thought of being defeated, and she suffered in misery. Maya's desire to win Aaron's heart had grown day by day and had turned into an obsession, and she was willing to do anything to make him hers. Desperate and out of options, Maya turned to the only person she thought could help her, a powerful wicked witch who lived in a mountain cave in the enchanted world. The witch was known to possess dark magic that could grant most wishes, but at a terrible cost. Maya made her way to the mountain cave and begged the witch to help her to win Aaron's heart. The witch listened to Maya's story and agreed to help her, but warned her of the consequences. The witch said she could make Sindra ugly like an old lady, but if Aaron accepted her despite her appearance and if he gave a kiss to ugly Sindra, the spell would break and transfer to Maya, and she also had to become the witch's slave for the rest of her life. Maya knew the risk, but her desire to be with Aaron was too strong to ignore. She accepted the witch's terms and watched as the witch cast the spell, transforming Sindra's once beautiful features into those of an old, haggard woman. Sindra had always been known for her beauty, and losing it was a devastating blow. She had tried to find the reason for her sudden transformation, but nothing seemed to make sense. It was as if her beauty had simply vanished into thin air. Feeling lost and alone, Sindra made the difficult decision to leave the enchanted world and hide in an earth's forest. She couldn't bear the thought of Aaron seeing her like this, and she thought that she would not be matching for Aaron hereafter. She entered the earth's forest. She was consumed by a profound sense of sadness and isolation. She felt about Aaron and how he must be feeling. She missed him terribly, but she couldn't bear to go back to the enchanted world and face him looking like this. She knew that he loved her for who she was on the inside, but she couldn't shake the feeling of insecurity that came with losing her beauty. Erin searched Sindra high and low, through the enchanted forests and across the vast meadows of the magical world they both inhabited. But despite his best efforts, Sindra remained elusive, as if she had vanished into thin air. As the days turned into weeks, and the weeks turned into months, Erin's desperation grew. He was consumed by a sense of longing and a burning desire to be reunited with Sindra, the love of his life. He searched tirelessly, day after day, until his feet ached and his heart was heavy with sorrow. Maya tried to console Erin and tried her maximum to take Sindra's place. But Erin's heart was loyal, and he could not bring himself to give Sindra's place in his heart to anyone else. He decided to live alone until he was reunited with his beloved Sindra. Days turned into months, and months turned into years. He missed Sindra every moment of every day, but he kept the faith that someday they would be reunited. He found solace in the beauty of the enchanted world around him, but he could not shake the feeling of emptiness that pervaded his heart. One day, Sindra was walking through the earth forest, taking in the sights and sounds of the natural world around her. She was lost in her thoughts, thinking about Erin, the man she loved and had been separated from for so long. As she walked, she noticed a small bird lying on the ground, its wings twisted in an awkward position. Without hesitation, Sindra approached the bird and gently picked it up, cradling it in her arms. She could see that the bird was in great pain, and she knew that she had to do something to help it. Sindra used her magical powers to heal the bird's wings, mending them back to their original shape. As she worked, the bird looked up at her with its beady eyes, as if reading her story from the depths of her soul. When Sindra had finished treating the bird, it flew up into the air and began to circle around her. She watched in amazement as the bird started to glow with a brilliant light, and then, in a flash of magic, it disappeared into the distance. Days passed, and Sindra continued to wander through the earth's forest, feeling lost and alone without Erin by her side. But one day, she heard a rustling in the bushes behind her. She turned around, and there, standing before her, was Erin. He had been guided to her by the magical bird cured by her, which had sensed the depth of their love for one another and had brought Erin to her side. When he saw her, he didn't see an ugly fairy. He saw the fairy he loved, the fairy who had captured his heart with her kindness and her spirit. Tears streamed down their faces as they ran to each other, and they embraced tightly. Then their lips met in a soft, tentative kiss, and at that moment, the spell on Sindra was broken and transferred to Maya. Sindra got her beauty back while Maya was left alone, ugly and enslaved to the wicked witch for the rest of her life. After their reunion in the Earth's forest, Sindra and Erin spent the rest of their days together, living happily ever after. Thanks for watching.